And now, a thought from Mann. I really like these pilots Cartoon Network's put out recently. Infinity Train is just so mysterious in how it does everything, it just leaves you asking questions and wanting those answers. And that's just great. That's a good way to start.
Yay! Yay us!
And Victor and Valentino has such an interesting world, you just find yourself wanting to stay and find out any more you can about this world.
This just keeps getting better.
And they're both just so fascinating that I just automatically say greenlight them. Just do it right now.
Of course.
Infinity Train is a very intriguing pilot. It's created by this man named Owen who worked on a regular show. And it mainly takes place on this thing called the Infinity Train, which is basically a train that keeps going on and on with multiple cars and all that. Each car has something special about it on the inside. There's one car that's literally just farts. Okay, that's kind of stupid.
You're right! I don't have a nose!
Oh, that was gross! Why does that exist?
But then there's also another car that has a whole world in it. That's a world of corgis. So that's happening, and you're just thinking, what is this? What is up with this entire train? All these cars have different things going on in it, and one of them has an actual world in it. How is that possible? And you gotta give it to them. If it's got me asking that many questions and wanting the answers to it, I give them props for that.
Excellent.
The pilot focuses around this girl named Tulip, who has a mysterious glowing number on her hand, and she wants to figure out what's going on with that number. And she believes if she goes through this train, she'll find the answers she's looking for. She's very intelligent, but she can be impatient when things just aren't going her way. Like if she really wants to find the answer she's looking for, the second she finds out she was being led astray, she can be kind of annoyed by it. And you kind of sympathize with her because she's stuck on this infinite looping train that seems like it never ends. So you kind of understand what she's going through. It does great in establishing her and having you form a connection with her.
Of course. Yeah, of course nothing happens. Correlation isn't causation, I know that. Oh, I want some answers for the first clue I've gotten this whole time. No, not allowed.
Miss Tulip?
I could travel for years on this ridiculous train and nothing would get better. Why is this thing on my hand? I just wanna go home.
The world she has to live in is very strange. Like, in the pilot, she goes through a world literally filled and inhabited by corgis. So you're just thinking, okay, what's going on here? A world just ruled by talking corgis? Okay, that's strange. But you actually get good humor from it. It actually has very genuine jokes. You have a good laugh at what they try to pass off as comedy. And it works for the most part. That's kind of the thing that tells you, yeah, this could work as a series. If she keeps going to these crazy, weird worlds, this is the humor you can expect.
Let us be on our way.
Didn't you want to go outside?
Yes.
Outside?
No.
Outside?
Well,
Outside?
maybe.
Come on.
Well,
Want to go outside right now?
No.
You want to do it? You want to go outside?
Yes, I want to go outside.
Victor and Valentino is definitely a unique one. I'll honestly admit I'm just a sucker for things that take place in Hispanic worlds or places that take inspiration from Mexico. That's why I like El Tigre and Book of Life, which were created by the same person, Jorge Gutierrez. So anything with like Mexican culture or Hispanic culture in it, I'm just kind of a sucker for it because I always like what they do with it. And this is really no exception. What they do with it is very unique and it does well to enthrall you in this world.
Now this is going to really help us, man.
It's created by Diego MOLANO, who worked on the Powerpuff Girls reboot, but he also worked on Black Dynamite, so he's got a good record, somewhat. The pilot focuses on these two half-brothers named Victor and Valentino, who are visiting their grandmother for summer vacation in this place called El Monte Cabre, and they somehow end up finding themselves being led to the spirit world and finding out there's more to this town than what they thought. It does great in getting you to want to find out more about what's going on with this town, what is the history, why is it that the spirit world is just so easy to access. And I really give them props for that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Victor is definitely the troublemaker of the two. He's a fun-loving guy, but often he wants to have too much fun, and that could result in him and his brother getting in a lot of trouble. And Valentino is more the timid one. He likes to play things safe, and he often would just not want to go out and do any type of crazy adventuring or whatnot. He'd rather just sit at home and make tacos or run his grandma's taco stand. They definitely both work as a good foil for each other, getting each other to do new things and whatnot, or look at things from a different perspective. So it works in establishing how their dynamic is going to play out.
Now, I'll be back later to check on you two niños. But in the meantime, clean this mess up! Okay? I love you, bye!
Why do you always have to start stuff?
Now, with this kind of having to do with the dead and whatnot, it can get a little dark. It actually has a scene where a character is going through the process of dying, and it's kind of gruesome in that they show his skin rot, teeth fall out, pigment go away. Now, he doesn't actually die, but it's still kind of fucked up because it's like they were showing the process of him dying. They didn't commit to the whole thing, but still, it's like, Jesus. And honestly, I feel like that kind of works to its advantage. It says, yeah, we can go a little dark here and there, and we're going to embrace this idea of death. We're not gonna pretend like it's the absolute worst. It's just, hey, this exists in this world. And I like that. I really give them kudos for that.
Yes!
So all in all, these are good pilots. They definitely deserve to be greenlit. Both are just so original and so unique and creative with their concepts. I just have to say, give it a green light. Seriously, Cartoon Network, do it. You're about to lose regular show, and people are not liking Ben 10 or frickin' Powerpuff Girls reboots. So, for fuck's sake, give these a show. Definitely. This is original, it's creative, and I guarantee you people will flock to it. Be sure to advertise it and let people know it exists, and I guarantee you, you will have a good, strong fan base. It might be starting to build a fan base right now because you released these pilots. So honestly, give it a green light. These definitely deserve to be shows. But that's just a thought.